Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this energy boost flow. This might also be your little day 7 of my free 14 days reset and detox program. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you're curious, as always, I will be linking it down below. For this class, you may need 2 blocks or anything that you can think of to replace it. And when you're ready, just go ahead and meet me on the mat.
You should have seen the way that you bloom. I think I saw your face in the moon. I promise I'll be with you as soon as I find a way up.
Alright, so when you guys are ready, just go ahead and bring your blocks towards the top of your mat. That's probably where you're going to need them to begin with. And simply making your way into this modified child's pose. So simply bringing your knees is a little bit wider than hip distance, so like you usually would, but keeping your feet parallel. And on your exhale, slowly lowering your bum down towards your heels. And your hands melt forward. Maybe your forehead comes down and melts down onto the mat. When you're here, I'll invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already done so. Starting to bring your attention inward. Really focusing on your breath, your Ujjayi breath. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose, really warming up your inside also. On your next inhalation, really press down into the mat, curl your chin to your chest, roll and make your way to a tabletop position. When your shoulders over wrist, exhale. So dropping the belly, lifting the tail, lifting the gaze, simultaneously gliding your hips back towards your heels. When you make it back, inhale, rolling forward, really draw that chin into your chest, and exhale. So drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze, hips glide you back to that child's pose. Again, inhale, last one like this, rolling forward. And exhale. Drop the belly, lift the tail. This time, tuck the back toes, letting your hips glide you back to your downward facing dog. When you're here, maybe you need to take a few paddle outs in the legs. Always ensuring that you're taking enough space on the mat. Feet are hips distance, kind of imagining that your armpits are looking at each other. So if you need to, keep a bend in the legs here so that your chest can melt down towards your thighs and keeping your heels lifted wherever you are. On your next inhalation, we're going to take some spinal waves here. So take a big inhale, drawing your chin to your chest. Roll forward to your high plank. When shoulders over wrist, exhale. So drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Hips glide you back to your downward facing dog. When you make it back, again, inhale, rolling forward. And exhale. Drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Hips glide you back. Your head is the last thing to come down. Last one. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale. Drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. When you make it back, right leg comes up, three-legged dog. Take a moment here, ensuring your hips are squared. Next inhalation, tap those right toes down. Exhale, kick up. Lower down and up. 3 more. Down and up. Down and up. Last one and up. Hold it. Next inhalation, lifting your left heel off the mat, looking between your hands. Exhale, lower that heel back down. See if you can kick a bit higher. Next inhalation, Lift that left heel off the mat, curling that right thigh to your chest. And on your exhale, lowering your leg down, setting yourself up here for your half pigeon. When you're here, bring your fingertips in front of you, making sure that, to begin with, your foot is close to your hip bone. We're going to take some chest circles. So inhale, drawing some big circle forward with your chest. And exhale, switching sides. So following your breath, trying to settle a bit into the shape here. So 2 more. Last one. And then next inhalation, bring your fingertips by your side. Inhale, arms come up. We're going to take some little pulses. So maybe you stay here or inhale, pulse up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up and lower. Last one, up and lower. Exhale, fingertips come by your side. And on your next inhalation, maybe plant the hands down. Tuck the back toes. Lift yourself up and kick up to a 3-legged dog. Open hip. Next inhalation, lifting your left heel off the mat, your left thigh out and in. Exhale, foot comes down, back knee comes down, setting yourself up here for your low lunge. So maybe you're using your blocks by your side. If you're using your blocks, they're right underneath your shoulders. Always ensuring that your knee is stacked over your ankle so you're not here. You're really staying here. Wherever you are. Next inhalation, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, lower those right fingertips down by your side. See if you can take a little side stretch here. Again, letting those hips sink down. Inhale, rise up, come back to center. Exhale, fingertips come down on your blocks. You're going to shift those hips back. Take a big inhale, straighten that front leg, belly buttons up and in. Those hips are squared to the front of the mat. And on your exhale, you're going to try and melt that chest onto that front thigh. Take a full breath here. Take that moment. Really ensure that your belly is up and in. Next inhalation, lift up to your straight back. Shift it forward, back to your low lunge. Arms come up and overhead. Tuck the back toes on your inhale, lift up, high lunge. On your next inhale, you're going to shift your weight towards this side. Arms come up. Your toes are going to be pointing in. Heels are going to be pointing out. You're going to exhale and melt forward into a wide leg fold. Maybe you're going to have your blocks underneath your hands. Maybe you're holding onto the back of the heels or the big toes. Focusing on your breath. Really shifting the weight forward towards the tip of the toes. On your next inhalation, come back to that straight back. Hands come down. You're going to shift and walk your way over to the back edge of your mat. Kind of setting up yourself here for a side angle. The arm is going to reach up and overhead. On your exhale, you're going to shift your weight to the side, taking some side dips. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up. Last one, lower and reach up. Next inhalation, you're maybe going to stack your legs on top of one another or take this extended side plank. So shifting your weight on the side, maybe extending. Inhale, bring it back down to your high lunge. Your arms are going to come up. You're going to sway yourself towards the other side for other side high lunge. Next inhalation, cactus to standing. Keep it bending that leg. You're going to grab your big toe, your pea-sized finger. Maybe you're hanging onto your hip. Pressing that leg forward for hand to big toe. Keeping those hips squared. On your next inhalation, release. And bend into that left leg. Stacking left ankle on top of your right knee. And on your exhale, sitting down. Maybe arms come up for figure four. Inhale back in. And exhale, release. Foot comes down beside the other. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, melting it forward. Forward fold. Inhale, straight back. And exhale, simply step it back to your downward dog. When you're here, take a moment. Settle in the shape. On your next inhalation, take a big inhale, draw that chin to your chest, roll forward to your high plank. When shoulders over is exhale. Drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Hips guide you back. Again, inhale, rolling forward, exhale. Dropping the belly, lifting the tail, lifting the gaze. Last one, inhale, rolling forward, and exhale. Dropping the belly, lifting the tail, lifting the gaze. When you make it back, that left leg comes up, three-legged dog. When you're here, take that moment, ensuring your hips are squared. Next inhalation, tap those left toes down. Exhale, swing up and down and up, down and up. Two more, down and up. Last one, down and up. Hold it at the top. Inhale, look in between your hands. Right heel lifts off. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right heel lifts off. Bring that thigh into your chest. Exhale, lower down for your half pigeon. Keeping that foot close to your hip bone. Fingertips are in front of you. Taking those chest circles again, but starting towards the left this time. So inhale and exhale. Drawing big circles with your heart here, following your own breath. Trying to settle into the shape. Two more. Last one. Next inhalation, fingertips come by your side. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Palms come together. Maybe you stay here or take the pulses. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Two more, up and lower. Last one, up and lower. Hands come down by your side. Next inhalation, palms come down, tucking the back toes, and kick yourself up to a three-legged dog, open hip. So keeping a bend in that top leg, pressing up, looking maybe up and over that left shoulder. Next, inhale, right heel lifts off the mat, curl that thigh out and in. Exhale, foot comes down, arms come up for your high lunge. On your next inhalation, lower the back knee down, setting yourself up here for your low lunge. Maybe arms come down by your side on your blocks. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, only left fingertips come down by your side, reaching up and overhead with that right arm now. Take a moment, let those hips sink down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fingertips come down. Shift those hips back, straighten that front leg. Prepping yourself for your half split. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, try and fold. Bring your thigh, your chest to your thigh. Keeping those hips square, that belly is up and in. Next inhalation, come back to that straight back. Shift those hips forward. Arms come up. Tuck the back toes. Lift up, high lunge. Inhale, sway towards the side for your wide leg forward fold. Toes are in, heels are out. Take a big inhale, arms are up. Exhale, same thing as before, melting forward. Trying to bring the crown of the head down. If it is touching, maybe taking a shorter stance. Next inhale, hands come down on your blocks. Again, switch your weight towards the back edge of your mat. Again, setting yourself up for this little side angle, arm come up and overhead. Exhale, shifting your weight toward the side, dipping down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, reach up. Last one, so you're going to grab your toe or just stacking your legs, taking a side plank variation. Maybe you extend that top leg. Slowly bring it back down to a high lunge. Both arms come up. Next inhalation, sway yourself, other high lunge. Next inhale, sway yourself to standing. Use your core. Maybe holding onto your hip, grabbing onto your big toe. Slowly extend. Slowly release. Ankle comes over your knee. Sitting down, four angle. Figure four, I mean. Inhale, come up. And lower. Palms come together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melting to your forward fold. Inhale, straight back. Exhale again, step it back. Downward facing. When you're here, take a moment to settle in your shape. Next inhalation, draw your chin to your chest. Roll forward to your high plank. When you're here, knees, chest and chin come down. On your next inhale, baby cobra. When you're here, release the forehead down on the mat. Bring your fingertips behind your head. We're going to do some chest lifts. So doing your best, keeping those glutes, pressing down on the mat, simply trying to lift your heart up and chest. So take a big inhale. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Lower. Exhale. Two more. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Lower. Place your hands by your side, arms by your side. Maybe you cactus the arms, straighten the arms, palm facing down. Whatever makes you feel most comfortable. We're going to take some shoulder twists. So inhale, bending into the left leg, shifting your weight towards the side. Taking a little side twist using those left fingertips to help you shift weight more on that side. Focusing on your breath here. Using every exhalation to create more space and allow you to sink a bit deeper into the pose. Inhale, come back to center. And on your exhale, we're going to switch sides. So again, exhale, holding onto the right leg this time, switching side. So taking this little twist here, again, focusing on that breath. Inhale, coming back to center. This time on your next exhalation, you're going to come up on your forearms, kind of like you would do a sphinx pose. So you're wrapping your forearms around and in, palms are facing down. On your next inhalation, you're going to center that left forearm and try and grab onto that right foot from the inside with your right hand. On your next exhalation, you're still pressing down the forearm, the heart is lifted. Try and bring your foot close to your hip bone, flipping your hands so that your fingers are facing the same direction as your toes. Really focusing on your breath here, keeping your heart lifted, keep pressing down in that forearm. So you're not sinking like this, you're still pressing up. Exhale, lower down. And next inhalation, now we're going to center our right forearm. And exhale, try and grab onto that back foot. And slowly trying to bring your foot close to your hip bone, wherever. Again, focusing on keeping the heart lifted. Exhale, slowly release. And on your next exhalation, come onto your hands. Glide your hips back for a child's pose. Take a full breath here. On your next inhalation, roll yourself up to a tabletop position. When you're here, ensuring that your toes are touching the back edge of your mat. On your exhalation, you're going to drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Walking your hands forward, letting your forehead melt down on the mat. Taking a puppy pose here. Maybe you're going to let your chest and throat melt. Focusing on your breath. Next exhalation, hands come by your side. Sitting back on your heels. Take a full breath here. Next inhalation, gliding your hands down, tuck the back toes. Lift yourself up to your downward facing dog. When you're here, simply taking a full breath to settle into this shape. Next inhalation, draw your chin to your chest, roll forward to your high plank. And on your next exhale, knees, chest and chin, baby cobra. And now you're gonna lower down. You're gonna try and grab your feet from the outside, thumbs are pointing down. We're gonna inhale, exhale, lift up, kick up for this bow pose. Here you're not flipping the grip, simply focusing on feeling a nice stretch. Exhale, lower down. Lower onto your right cheek. Close your eyes, take a moment. Gonna repeat another time. Next inhalation, bring your forehead back down on the mat. Bend into both legs, grabbing onto your feet. Thumbs are pointing down. Take a big inhale. And exhale, lift up, kicking up. Exhale, slowly lower. Lowering your opposite cheek now down on the mat. Now, slowly planting both hands down on the mat. Make your way back to the child's pose position. Take a full breath when you're here. On your next inhalation, slowly come up to the seated position. Slowly making your way all the way into your back. Now, when you're on your back here, bringing your feet maybe to glute to your bum and slowly walking them about an inch away, making your way into for our little bridge pose. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a big inhale. We're gonna lift our bum up, pressing up with our hands, making sure that your thighs are pressing against each other. You're not letting your knees fall out here. You're gonna maybe walk your hands close enough so that you can clasp fingers, clasp hands together, really pressing up, prepping yourself for maybe a tempting wheel pose after this. On your next inhalation, maybe you stay here, maybe you raise your right leg on top. Exhale, lower. And inhale, switching leg. So lifting the left. Exhale, lower. And lower all the way down. When you're here, take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Now maybe you want to repeat this again, or you can attempt whale pose with me. So next inhalation, your fingertips are going to be pointing down. You're going to place your hands towards the middle of your face. Same idea as before, so inhale and lift up. Exhale, pressing to your hand. You're going to shift your weight so that you're stacking your shoulders over your wrists. So maybe rocking forward, trying to straighten your legs. Whatever makes you feel most comfortable. And on your next inhalation, simply lower down onto your back. Hands come down by your side. On your next inhalation, simply placing that right ankle on top of that left knee. You're going to inhale, lifting that left foot off the mat, clasping your arms around and under that left side, taking a little quad stretch here. Maybe you're going to take some movements from side to side. Focusing on your breath, ensuring that your spine is glued to the mat. On your next inhalation, slowly releasing the hands. Now you're going to walk your right leg so that it's really stacked on top of the left. We're going to attempt Supta Gumukasana. So keeping your flex in the feet, keeping that tight to chest connection. Inhale, try and grab your feet from the outside. And exhale, slowly walking your feet out into this like T shape, really focusing on keeping your spine glued to the mat. Pulling down towards the ground, wherever you are, even if you stay at the first position, you don't have to walk your feet out. Respecting your body is really important. Next inhalation, slowly release. And now you're going to clasp your fingers together. Grab a hold onto that right thigh, extending your left leg in front of you. Trying to bring that right knee to your armpit. Maybe taking a few circles with your ankle here. Next inhalation, slowly. Maybe extending your arm by your side, your right arm by your side, palm facing down. Slowly taking a side twist, so you're going to let your leg fall out towards the left, looking towards your right side. Inhale, bring it back in. And on your exhale, you're going to bring your left leg in. So you're stacking your ankle over the right knee this time. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So clasping your arms around and under. Trying to bring that thigh as close to your chest as you can. Again, if you want to take little circles now or when you're bringing your knee later to your armpit, you can go ahead and do so. Next inhalation, slowly releasing the hands. Go ahead and stack that left leg on top, a lot more on top of the right one. You're going to keep it flexing the feet, slowly trying to grab your feet from the outside. Bring your feet glued to your bum, thighs are glued to your chest. And on your exhale, maybe you stay here, or again, try and walk your feet out into this like T shape. Again, you're pressing down towards the ground, focusing on your breath. Next exhalation, slowly release. Clasp your fingers together, taking a hold onto that left thigh this time, extending your right leg in front of you, foot is flexed. Again, maybe if you want to take those little circles with your ankle, trying to bring that knee close to your armpit. Next inhalation, maybe straighten your arm by your side or cactusing the arm. You're going to bend into your leg and take that side twist, so letting Your leg fell out towards the side, looking towards your left this time. Doesn't matter if your leg touches the ground or not, as long as you're keeping those shoulder blades on the mat. Focusing on your breath. Letting go of any judgment that you might have for yourself. Next inhalation, slowly bring both thighs back into your chest. Take a moment here. And on your next inhalation, arms come up and overhead, palms are facing up. You're going to inhale, straighten both legs, slowly rock back and up to a gentle flow pose. So when you're here, you want to ensure that your belly button is up and in. Maybe you're placing your hands actually behind your back in the beginning, just to ensure that you're keeping this stack of hips over shoulders, belly button is up and in. Or maybe if you have the flexibility or want to try, bend in the legs. If you do so, you make sure that you're really pressing those shins down onto the floor. Inhale, come back to straight legs. Exhale, slowly lower. Compressing your thighs, move to your chest. And exhale all the way. Straighten your legs all the way down. And arms come by your side. We're going to finish this practice by taking a few breaths in Shavasana. I truly hope that you enjoy this little energy boost flow and that you have a wonderful day. Namaste.